Luis Campos, the mastermind behind football's greatest reboots. In the world of football, success is often built on the pitch, but sometimes the true architect is behind the scenes. Luis Campos is one of football's most elusive and respected sporting directors that has shaped the fate of clubs across Europe. Today we explore how the genius may soon change Manchester United forever. Luis Campos started as a coach in Portugal, but his sharp eye for talent led him into a greater destiny. His breakthrough came as AS Monaco, where he built a squad that stunned Europe, bringing stars like Bernardo Silva, Fabinho, Lamar, a team that would conquer Ligue 1. Then came Lille, a club on the brink of collapse, financially unstable, desperate for revival, but Campos had a plan. He unearthed young gems like Victor Osimhen, Rafael Leao, Gabriel Magalhaes. The result? A Ligue 1 title dethroning PSG's dominance. Paris Saint-Germain, the giant of French football, needed a change. No more galactical signings, no more overpriced egos. Campos arrived and shift the focus to smart recruitment. For instance, Barcola, Vitinha, a wave of new talent that defined PSG's future. But now, football's ultimate strategist may be heading to Manchester United. A club desperate for stability, with Ineos taking control. Manchester United's future depends on decisions behind the scenes. Could Luis Campos be the missing piece that could rebuild United, like Monaco, like Lille? This is a story of football's greatest fixer, the silent architect of greatness. If his history tells us anything, wherever he goes, success follows. Now let me tell you something. Luis Campos. So it's undoubtedly that Luis Campos is one of the best sporting directors in the world right now. As we sit, he's currently holding this PSG team in the semi-finals, in one foot into the finals of the Champions League. Let me tell you something. When he arrived at PSG, there was a lot of uproar. There's a fact that we understood that PSG needed a fresh new start. PSG had spilled a lot of money, I think £225 million for Neymar, about 200 for Mbappe, and was paying basically Messi in Brink's truck every freaking week. However, when he arrived at PSG, the philosophy changed. He arrived at PSG, he understood that this team had too many stars, and it wasn't a team, it was a clump of individual players. And he started getting rid of a lot of stars. Of course, they wanted to keep Kylian Mbappe, but he realized that he can build something without these guys, and he started recruiting. He started focusing on young talents like Barcola, bought the likes of Vitinha from Wolves, go of Verratti, and that was such an unpopular position that a lot of people were skeptical. Why would you let Verratti leave? But we can see that his replacement was even better, because I would say with my full chest that Vitinha is one of the best midfielders in the world as we speak, if not the best right now. So Luis Campos has basically been doing magic. But Pancho, many things that he has been able to do has been truly magical. But let's talk about the news. What has the news basically been saying? It says Luis Campos, PSG sporting director, is reportedly in advanced talks with a major European club, with speculations pointing towards Manchester United. His contract renewal with PSG has stalled, despite head coach Luis Enrique pushing for an extension. Reports suggest that Ineos, Manchester United's new ownership group, is negotiating with Campos to take over the sporting director role. However, Fabrizio Romano contradicted these claims, stating that Manchester United is not currently in discussion with Campos. Campos has been instrumental in reshaping PSG's strategy, moving away from global superstars and focusing on homegrown talent and young prospects. If he joins United, this could signal a major shift not even a major shift, but a continuation of what Ineos has been able to put with Christopher Vivell coming into the recruitment, or the director of recruitment, Wilcox coming in and literally reshaping what we saw as recruitment. So it will be a big shift for Manchester United, and a really important one at that, especially coming in with Ruben Amorim, that is a manager that loves using young talent, that trusts in young players. This would be a match made in heaven. Now, I am a little bit skeptical in the fact that the way Luis Campos likes to play football is a little bit different from the way Amorim likes to set up his team. And we go into deep details when it comes to the news being concrete, and we actually see movement behind Luis Campos to Manchester United. I'll go a bit into those kinds of details, but for right now, it is quite impressive that he's even being linked to Manchester United. Now, it could be a situation where Manchester United is being used for a higher contract or a new contract. However, it is still impressive. Let me know what you guys think about this. Luis Campos to Manchester United, that could happen. And if it does, we would be better off than we were with Dan Ashworth. Let me know what you guys think about this. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. I'll see you guys in the next one.